love that you love kitties. Oh, God, I'm getting weak. Ah,
Where's my...
so Pierre,
Yeah.
basically what you're saying is for them to come tomorrow, or wait, so Mark would be here, so because you and Todd were going to go to the warehouse?
I don't know what we're doing, so that's
Okay.
what I thought we were doing, but
Okay, I'm going to stay out of it, I'll just, whatever.
yeah. God damn it. Move.
I'm sorry I keep taking the water up because the cats keep drinking it and then it almost
Okay.
spills.
Okay, yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. I just don't know how to make this thing stop moving. Transform I and K. Done. Clear. 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 Shit. Undo clear. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Everybody.
How are the roads? Yeah, for a Minnesotan.
Yep. You almost lived here half of your life.
I'm sorry. I'm literally pathetic
Yeah.
at driving on snow. It's constant
Pathetic.
here. Here, my monster. Why aren't you eating your chicken anymore? No, Matt. Want it, you don't want it. No, baby. No, baby. Target? Shopped at Target? So weird to see. Wow, what was what for you here?
What am I getting? A stapler? Did you buy a stapler for me?
Looks like fried chicken. Oh, and chocolate. Here you go. Some chocolate eggs.
No, that's for you, Audrey. Not for Pierre.
Not for Pierre. We don't need 2 bags. I only wanted one. Little one.
Okay.
Oh, right here. See how cool this shirt is?
More clothes.
Well, I'm gonna return this one now that I have a nice one. I'm gonna return that. That was 15 there. Because the vet kind of encouraged me.
Huh?
The vet kind of gave me, news that I like.
Hey Russell, how are you? Join me, please. I need my Russell fix. I'm trying to learn how to watercolor. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to find some names of a flower. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do this. Trying to do this. No, I'm not trying to do that.
Shiny.
Huh?
Hi, Russell.
Russell, oh, here's Russell.
Hello.
Hello. My brother
What's
says
going
hi.
on?
Yeah, I'm all pasty white because I look like an abominable snowman. I like your art critics in the desert.
Oh, thank you.
The little,
Yeah,
the little clown boy and the crow and the forget what else was there.
I can't recall.
Are you gonna want to
It's all the way over there. But no, I figured it's been enough time. I probably better get back on the ball with posting things.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So you're learning to watercolor?
I'm learning how to I'm trying to learn how to watercolor.
What kind of technique are you going for?
Well, unfortunately, it's the least watercolor technique as I can do. I don't think the middle lady in this case. Oh, I see. It's the Hamburglar and a little clown boy with a puffy collar and maybe another Hamburglar. I don't know. And
Hey,
a crow. They don't seem to, based on the samples that I see, I have a feeling that they're one of these people that doesn't want any white showing, inside the painted thing. Like, okay.
Like want solid color.
Huh?
They want solid color, not washes.
They want solid color, and it looks like it's kind of thick color, heavy color, like it was gouache rather than
water.
So I looked. Anyway, I'll try my best. I bought some brushes yesterday or the day before, and I've been sort of playing around. So what I'm looking for now is somewhere in my list of things, they told me the kind of flowers they wanted. They want an anemone.
Anemone?
So let me just look.
That's more like a sea creature than a flower.
Well, that's a sea anemone. That's not an anemone.
Oh.
So I'm looking under anemone and black-eyed anemone. So, and what she did was she sent me these awful, like really low-res pictures of flowers she wanted. She typed up burgundy flowers and then like this 72 DPI, 4 pixels total for each flower. And hello, Schiavello. Hello, Kesh. Now we've got snow out here. It's snowing here. It's the Hollywood sort of flocked snow out of a can snow that we have.
The soap flake snow.
Yeah. I mean, the snow flake. It was never that. It was never really falling like that. It was, but it's landed evenly. There's is no wind and was no wind, so there's a half an inch of snow buildup on every horizontal piece of architecture or twig out there. So Kesh wants to see the snow here, so I'll turn the camera around.
lungs are clear. His number was 6.
There,
Means that his cancer
there's the
was
snow.
a lot. Yeah. So
That's snow, all right.
she said that chemo could possibly help if they know what kind of chemo he would have. He would need 5 of them at 2 weeks apart. I don't
So
know.
what? This lady just wanted flowers, or
It's I'll try to make the story go quickly. The client wanted a border of flowers done in watercolor. So I said, I can do that. And then the client, and I'm dealing with middlemen. I'm not dealing with the actual,
you're not dealing with actual people?
I don't get to deal with the actual people. I can only deal with her, the middle person, the handler. So the handler doesn't want me to talk to her directly, and I don't always get my questions answered. So consequently, there's a breakdown in communication. So
Yeah, I can understand why, even if, though you asked, he wouldn't let you talk to them directly.
yeah, probably scare them to death. But there was one instance where I asked I know what flowers they want, and I knew that they didn't want a certain kind of greenery between each of these things. So I said, well, what sort of greenery do they want? They didn't want something because it looked too much like a wildflower. Okay, don't tell me what you don't want. I want to know what they want, because it's easier for me to paint what they want than what they don't want. So she said they want eucalyptus. I said, okay, I can do eucalyptus. What else do they want? Just eucalyptus. Now I took that to mean the only plant they want is eucalyptus. So that's what I did. And she said they didn't want just eucalyptus, implying, I guess, that the only one that they requested was eucalyptus, among other things that I would pick out. So I have to do it again because I painted a bunch of eucalyptus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the 4 flowers they want, plus I'm going to paint, there's only 2 or 3 leaves of any given plant that is going to be seen. So I don't have to draw the whole plant, just part of it.
Yeah, because it's crowded together.
Because what it looks like someone went to a floral show, bought a bunch of plants they liked, dumped them on a table, and then put a piece of paper covering them in the middle of it, and then that's where the text will be. So it's this border where all of the plants are coming from behind this rectangular piece of paper. So I'm just going to make a list. I'm just going to paint them all individually and say, which ones do you want? And then I will assemble the parts digitally, because I don't have time to paint the thing 10 times over if they don't want to see this one thing. So I'm now
So
looking,
you'll pick up in post.
I'm just going to give them the parts. Tell me what you want. And that's what I did with the they didn't like the color blush I used. Now, blush or blue or any color that you have, there are a million varieties. And I'm also trying to draw something in 3 dimensions with shadow and highlights. So it's not going to be one color anyway. So I did something in blush. Well, that's not the color blush. Well, I went online, I typed the word blush. I got a little grid pattern like I'm at the makeup counter at Filene's. And I see all the blushes they have, and I picked the blush I want. Well, so I sent them that, and I said, tell me which one they want. We want 13 and 14 and I and K. And okay, so now I have 4 colors of blush, and they're almost identical to the color I chose out of my fucking ass. So, ugh.
See, I could almost understand the color one because, you know, who the hell in the regular public knows about like color swatches and things like that. But what the person you're dealing with now, it feels like you're dealing with a 3-year-old.
Well, I don't know who I'm dealing. I mean, I know who I get to talk to. It's someone I've done a lot of business with before, and I get to the point where, you know, I look at a composition and I see ovals of dark color, and I see lines that are curvy or lines that are straight, and I see these things turned into an abstracted uh, uh, graphic, and they see pretty flowers. And I don't know what pretty flowers mean. I need, you know, I need, huh?
You need to have
I need them to be specific so I know what I'm doing. And it's hard uh, when I'm not given tools to do this. And
if
again,
you do not tell me what you want, I will not be able to provide it for you.
the other thing is they I tell them over and over and over again. I said, have them print this out on a piece of paper so that because they're looking at this things I send them on their computer or their
And it's,
iPhone. Huh?
and it's going to be different when you print it out.
Yeah, and it's going to be a different size, and it's going to be, you know, you're looking at
Color
things.
because it's going to be different ink.
It's going to and the color paper it's going to be printed on. So one of the things I did is I took the image, the first version I did that they completely changed their mind about everything. So, but I did it for this first image they had, and I printed it on white paper, glossy paper, which was the brightest color, the most like what they see on their computer screen was this glossy photographic paper. So I printed it on regular off-white paper, cream paper, all these different colors, and of course they all look different because it's a inkjet printer, and that's how they're going to
Yeah.
get printed by an inkjet. And she said, "Well, we'll make those. You know, they're going to see a proof from the printer. Well, that's going to be too late. They come back to me and say they want to make the color more pink. So anyway, so what I'm doing, uh, Russell, I'm essentially, even though I'm using a few different watercolor colors here, I'm drawing it. I'm scanning it in black and white. It'll be a grayscale that I will apply these colors they want on top of it as a layer. And that way, if they want a different color red, all I have to do is press a button and change that red to a different color. But so I'm trying to build.
Basically, you're idiot proofing this thing.
I'm building this building with 500 fire escapes, which of course looks kind of ugly. But and the other thing the middleman is doing, oh, I didn't want to show her the thing you sent me because it's not complete. No, it isn't complete. They have to tell me whether they like these plants first. If you want me to
That's why I did not want to make it complete. I wanted to know how they wanted it to look when it was complete.
yeah, but she assumes that her clients are stupider than they are, I think. And they might in fact be stupider. than she thinks they are. And even I think they are. But this is the only way I know how to do this without, you go to a wedding dress store and you pick out the fabric you want, and then they make a dress. And if you don't like it after the dress is made, that's too bad. You picked the
You
fabric.
cannot bag.
No. So
apparently, we have a quarantine case now. So we're back to that game.
I thought you had a bunch of them before. Now you have a different
We
one?
had a bunch of them. Well, we had a bunch of them. Now we have one coming up, or rather one that has just been announced to us, which, as far as I'm concerned, basically means there's gonna be more. Because if there's one person that's tested positive or that's been exposed or whatever, and of course there are also people that have tested positive that are apparently shut away in whatever hallway it is, there's going to be more because they've been around people. But hopefully it won't be a very big number.
I just found this image that this person sent. Fiddle Rose, the one with the burgundy flowers. Dahlia and Fiddle Rose. I don't want burgundy flowers. I want Fiddle Rose. Where's Fiddle Rose?
You should tell them if you give them Fiddle Rose, they might poke their eye out.
Well, another thing they said, they don't want roses. That was the first thing that I heard, was that they didn't want a rose. So I said, well,
give me a rose, a red rose, something like that. Sorry.
In this thing, this is a fiddle rose, and this other thing is often called, according to someone that knows flowers, is called a some sort of Christmas rose. They often refer to it as a Christmas rose. So I just wanted her to know that, because Christmas rose maybe is something else.
See, if you told me Christmas rose, I would have thought poinsettia.
Yeah, no, it's something else, and I don't know what it is here, but I will. Orchid rose, snapdragon, peony. Was it a peony? It might have been a peony. So let me just look. I have like 5,000 images that I've done for this thing so far, and it's driving me mental because
I can understand why it would be. I'm just way too entertained by the fact that I was actually able to make a mitten.
You made a mitten? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. It was hidden. I have to figure out how to. There. Just in time for winter.
Yes, just in time for winter. We're being sarcastic, everybody. Winter is almost over.
Well, it's snowing here, I just told you, so.
Yeah, fair enough. This is how I spend my days.
Non il Brutano. Burattino.
Non è Bruttino.
Non il. I-L.
Non il Bruttino.
I don't know. It's I'm reading Schiavello's note.
Guarda che dice. Non il burattino. Okay. So I
No.
thought you were saying bruttino, which sounds like a diminutive of brutto, which you know already, I assume.
You
But
would you'd assume I know that, but I don't. I don't. No.
yeah, but un burattino is a hand puppet, and I do have this. Let's see. But this one's rather simpatico.
Ah. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we've got a Cyclopsian with eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? You have a maybe it's a two-eyed person with who's winking with eyelashes
Yes.
and a big nose and no mouth.
See, I should have expected this from you, Pierre, that you'd look at the patterns and see loads of faces everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I told you I was going to do that with that fabric. This shouldn't have been a surprise. Told you I'd do it. It's quite lovely.
I kind of like it.
I like that you gave yourself a blue ribbon for the puppet award already.
Oh no, it fell off. There we go. But I think I'm sort of thinking, since these are so easy to produce, I can put them in and have them sold at Tamarack or like little fairs.
Oh, good. Have it talk to you, Russell. What is it saying?
No, I don't.
Let's see if we can get Schiavello to pull his hair out.
Che dici? Oh, vero? Davvero? Oh, lui dice le cose male, le cose brutte, le cose un po' zozze. Mm-hmm. See, I'm often way too nervous about giving puppets a voice, because then it sort of ends up defining their character. And one.
He was just whispering to you.
Yeah, he was whispering to me. I just don't feel right giving this one a voice, because it feels better for me if this one is silent like a bunch of the others.
But he's still whispering to you. What else is he telling you? Does he like me? Your puppet? Does he like me? What does he think of me?
Oh, ma i fiori? Vuoi dirlo davvero? He really wants to say it. He says you're probably. He says he wants you to be a flower painter.
Oh,
like the old Dutch.
I see, like those Dutch masters with those endless bouquets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Well, what does he think about the drawings I do of naked men?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lui preferisce che siano fiori. He would like them to be flowers.
He'd rather have them to be flowers, huh?
Yes. He likes flowers, I guess.
I see. Well, it's going to just be too bad.
Yeah.
He's going to commit Harry
Carey.
Made him mad. What was that?
You made him mad, and now he's got scissors.
Sure. someone on Facebook posted two pictures. One was a single scissors, and the one next to it was two of these next to each other. If this is a pair of scissors, then what the fuck is this? So pairs of scissors, stab, stab, stab. Oh, Kitty.
Oh,
I like this brush. It kind of reminds me of my hairdo.
so are you using pan watercolors, or are they coming out of a tube?
There's the only watercolors I have here in this house are in tubes, and I have about 6 different colors, which is fine because I'm just it'll be black and white anyway. So,
Well, I've always preferred the tube type.
yeah, I just never put the caps on tight enough, so they turn into a pan type anyway.
Yeah, I'm there.
Then you have to peel away the metal thing, and then you're stuck with a bunch of crumbly bits.
Yeah, but no, I much prefer the tube watercolors.
Yeah.
Although the pan ones can be nice just because they are so limiting.
Well, they're easy to lug around with you if you want to be outside, and you just open up the thing and there they are, rather than putting your stuff on the ground to unscrew the cap to squeeze it out, and then by the time you put the cap on, your drawing is blown away down the street.
Where it's falling on the floor, never to be found again.
No. Now, what is your feeling about doing watercolors on blocks rather than on loose sheets of paper?
Like on wooden blocks?
No, on the watercolor blocks, where pages are all stuck together, and you have to. There's one little hole back here where you cut them around. So you paint. This is all solid.
I can't say I've ever used those, but honestly, they sound really useful. Just because I'm assuming the function is that before you set that they're basically attached to each other so that they don't warp, right?
Yeah. So here I'm circumcising this one.
And Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov. Yep. So the thing I don't like about this is often the paper ends up tearing, or you end up cutting your pen knife cuts scars the one below, but whatever.
Mhm.
Schiavello messaged me on Instagram. What did he say?
Republican Congresswoman Maria Elvira Salazar has been touting the inclusion of, quote, bipartisan relief, that's her term, for small businesses. Of course, she was part of the partisan wall against it.
Oh, my dear.
On display with Republican Senator Roger
Lovely
Wicker,
picture.
and he got some heat for that. It's part of a wider issue for Republicans struggling to villainize what Biden is doing, which gets hard when you think about the way Biden empathizes and the general approach he's taking and how out of step what we're about to see is with the country in the polling.
Cedar,
egomaniac and a narcissist taking credit for the work of Donald Trump. This is a free country.
Cedar Bylard. I sent you a drawing of his.
Yeah, I actually followed him.
Okay. He just sent me a picture of this photograph of old New York. And I don't know if you can see, he loved the lettering on this.
The 14th Yeah, that's incredible.
But look at the big
I see that they've made. This is why graphic design is a thing these days.
6th Avenue's busy corner. Look at the way the C, you know,
Oh,
is so big. 6th Avenue's busy corner.
see, that isn't as grave an error as the one above it. Because when I first saw it, of course, I read 14th Street.
Yeah. The fifth. Yeah, it's
Which makes you realize why they chose to use the TH, because 14th Street is very difficult to pronounce.
it could be First Street. 1STST.
Then where's the 4 coming from?
Well, I'm just thinking if they were on First Street and on
Or Firth Street.
First.
But the problem if you say Firth Street is that could be the actual name of a street.
First, yes, FURST.
Or I was thinking FIRTH.
Firth Street.
Firth Street. Firth Street.
It's a very cute picture there, Schiavello.
There was an idea, you had a conversation, you voted to kill this piece of legislation. If you had your way.
Anyway, this guy Cedar, I sent him Sally's art, and he's looking forward to visiting again. It was really a nice little talk I had with him, and about how he draws and stuff.
Yeah, I liked his work a lot when I saw it. Of course I would.
They don't stoop to a, sad level. They're not mocking people. They're not ginning up mobs against people.
It sounds like terrible things are happening on the news,
Everything.
as usual.
I think it's going to be very hard for these liars to pull this off.
It's just talking about Republicans on a
Oh,
function.
is it the television, or are they just having a conversation?
It's the television.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So,
But
so we're gonna watch that happiness pill or box or whatever it was, the happiness something or other that about Freud's nephew on the
the Century of the Self, the Happiness Machine.
Yeah, we'll watch that tonight.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good one.
No,
It gets kind of crazy.
And that never plays well in politics. I have one more item I want to hit, but Jason, go ahead.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem. It's like people can see. This is what I've always said about spending money. Tax cuts, you may or may not feel it. It depends on what you. Joe Biden may not put his names on this stimulus checks, right? Where the money
I think I'm going to get started on cooking now.
okay. Well, nice seeing you, and I will check with you all later. And
All right.
what's your puppet's name that thinks I should draw flowers?
Oh,
Don't tell me you forgot it already. I'm sure he told you.
Narciso.
Narciso. Okay, well, say ciao to Narciso for me.
Ciao, ciao, Narciso.
Is he waving?
He says ciao, ciao.
He's probably waving. He's doing this.
He's in bed right now, and he's giving a very weak wave. You tired him out.
I did.
It was an emotional roller coaster. You have to remember he's new to this world.
Is he? Okay. Well, I'm sorry that I tuckered him out. Okay, arrivederci.
Ciao, ciao.
Awesome.
Are you trying to corrupt me?
I
You're trying to-
myself.
you're trying to- Oh, well, since Pierre's eating, I can have another one. Okay, I'm going
Did
to.
you see his beautiful shirt?
I didn't see. I wasn't watching.
Look how cool it is.
Oh.
And it's the button. He loves this type of shirt, Sims, because it's
Okay,
cool.
and it has those mother of pearl buttons.
I
Good.
know, and did you see how cute this is? Because the bottom one has the fish in it.
Okay, cool. Cool. Uh-oh.
Oh, I have to go shovel, but I'm gonna wait. Did I kick something? Didn't
No.
cause a problem. Did I think the milk chocolate got a bit. Oh my god, these are adorable. They're eggs. Hi, Heiko. How you doing? So Pierre, Todd said something about you guys going to the warehouse?
Did you say something about that tonight?
Yep. So that means Mark really should be here. So that somebody's here when they're doing all the work.
Hi,
Well,
how are you, sir?
it's good. I'm good. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning there.
8:13.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, early. I'm always in bed when I'm on the stream.
Yeah.
It's
I know it's you're always
well,
I will be right back.
okay, you be right back.
To go downstairs to see if I can find some watercolor paper.
Oh yes, watercolor. You
That
do
it's-
know that I enjoy watercolor.
I did not know that. Oh yes.
Yeah, thoroughly. So I can give you some tips.
Good.
So
I need to just see if I can find paper that isn't as toothy.
yes, good idea. Well, I don't know how many people are watching. 3. Is Mr. Hodge still around? Mr. Hodge. Or Cash.
Yeah, that's the context, as you say, to what's more bipartisan than tens of millions of Trump supporting Joe Biden's first big act. It's actually a striking thing happening here in broad daylight. What we're going to do here is we get to keep Soledad, so thank you for staying. In our shortest break, in just 30 seconds, we're going to get into this backlash to a top Republican saying he's more afraid of BLM than the January 6th rioters. We're back with Soledad in 30 seconds.
Did you know Prilosec OTC can stop frequent heartburn before it begins? Heartburn happens when stomach
How odd.
into the esophagus. Prilosec OTC uses a unique delayed release formula that helps it pass through the tough stomach acid. It then works to turn down acid production, blocking heartburn at the source. With just one pill a day,
Okay, I found some watercolor paper that is not as bumpy.
Well, welcome back.
Yes. Hello. Yes.
I was listening to the news.
Okay. Well, we're doomed.
I know I was listening. It was like the BLM movement and Biden being scared of it, and I was just like, "What?"
He is asserting that he did not
I was like, "What's going on in Minnesota?" Jesus.
storm the Capitol on January 6th or engaged in those attacks on officers and
But
We have a
but it
very,
is
we have a very cute mayor in Minneapolis.
you have a cute Mayor.
Yep.
Okay.
What's his name? Jacob
Free.
Frey.
Correct.
Jacob
Right.
F. Oh.
What do you think?
Hello, Jacob. How you doing?
Yeah. What's your name? Hello, Jacob. What's your name?
Hello, Jacob. How you?
I thought he looked a little bit like the love child of Justin Trudeau and a very young Prince Charles.
Oh, you've just ruined it for me.
Yep.
Well, but you find a picture. I found a picture of
Did
Prince
someone
Charles.
just agree with me saying, "Yep,
No,
Yep.
they agree with you
yep"?
that it was
You ruined it with Prince Charles. Justin Trudeau is like dream husband.
Okay. Make
See,
sure
yep.
make sure that that Frederick hears you say that.
I like her. I don't know who she is, but I like her. But yeah, Jacob Frey is I don't know. He's like the kind of like that you would see going to like the not the like a business guy going to I guess stock trading. That's what I see him as. But he's better than Chris Christie. Lord Jesus.
Well,
Don't get me started.
Jabba the Hutt is better than Chris Christie.
Who's Jabba the Hutt? Is that Trump?
Type Jabba the Hutt in on your phone. Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, so it's a Star Wars thing.
Yeah. Yes.
I've never seen Star Wars.
I've only seen one of them.
Oh, it looks like Trump.
Yeah, Jabba does sort of look.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Jacob Frey. He's not a mayor anymore.
He's the mayor of Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Sorry, Minneapolis. I apologize. It just says succeeded by Steve Fletcher.
No, he's still the mayor.
Oh no, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you didn't know he existed until 2 minutes ago.
Well, I'm reading his stats.
I see.
Jesus. Lord. I'm not from Minnesota. I don't have Hollywood snow. It is. I will tell you how hot it is here today in Fahrenheit. Boop. Okay, Fahrenheit. It is going to be 84 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Okay.
With 98% humidity.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's pretty bad.
And then it says it feels like 101 Fahrenheit. So, but I'm used to it. And then you got Chicago, 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
What about Wyoming? What's Wyoming doing?
Wyoming, what's Wyoming doing? Let's have a look. 36 Fahrenheit with snow.
How can it snow if it's only 36?
Well, it's got the little snowflake next to it, so it says 70% chance of snow.
Well, I guess maybe in higher elevations or something.
Yeah, maybe. But I've just got Wyoming just as a general thing. Like I don't have the certain towns. Maybe I should do that.
Well, it's a big state, so I imagine it does vary.
Oh, here we go. Here's my town. We are 34 Fahrenheit with 50% snow, and it says haze. It's currently hazy there. Lovely. So that's in Wyoming. That's Casper, Wyoming.
Okay.
I can't wait to move there, Pia, honestly.
Okay. And what is the schedule on that?
Within the next 9 months. So more like 8 or 9 months, I will be able to close the door on the house and actually go lie on a bed. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So that's exciting.
So they're going to start construction without you?
It's already started.
Oh. Well,
because my family is in construction.
I know that.
And so we've got people.
I wasn't sure you were going to wait until you were going to go out there. I was wondering if you were going to wait till you were able to go out there to do the groundbreaking and stuff. But
well, by the time I can go out there, like we had the whole property surveyed, and then I family friend who's over in the US who flew to Wyoming from West Virginia, and so family friend of my father, and he went out there and video chatted me and showed me certain areas and so on.
Okay.
And we found the perfect spot for the homes, and it's great. Good. So I'm excited, and we'll have to have you come out for a week or 2 or 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'm sure you can go camping and draw whatever you want to draw.
Okay. Well, draw those cowboys and those antelope and deer.
Have you ever had antelope?
I have not.
It tastes really good.
Oh. Give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So,
a discouraging word.
But I'm very excited about the home.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I believe it's gonna be my forever home. Yeah.
Good.
And then if Pia ever needs a home, a forever home,
yeah,
we'll find the shack for you out there somewhere.
Good. Yeah. I thought I was getting the whole attic. Now I'm getting a shack.
Well, you can have the attic if you want.
I got the basement, but you're not making it basement. So.
Oh no! Russell was getting the attic. You were getting the basement.
but you don't have a basement.
We're not doing a basement
Yeah,
anymore.
thank you very much. So I'll have to stay with Russell.
I'm sure you wouldn't complain.
I would love to stay with Russell. Russell's a very nice gentleman.
He is. He's a gentleman. I haven't met him, but he's a gentleman.
That little creepy pup of his with the scissors, though, I'm afraid of him.
Yes, he's puppet.
You know, I know. I'm afraid
I
that
mean, that's what I was saying. Like when I spoke Italian, I was just
see,
I was like, oh no, not a puppet, Russell, is what I said. Lord. So how cold is it there, by the way? It must be, is it below zero?
it's not below zero. It's below freezing.
Okay, so below zero for me, yeah.
Below zero for you.
Show them outside.
I did.
Maybe if I type it in, I don't know where you are, I forgot. In the
30 degrees, according to this.
okay, 30.
So
okay.
it's -1 in kangaroo talk. It's -1.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Not my didgeridoo money. And my koala money.
Eight dingoes make a koala, and 4 koalas make a kangaroo. And 8 babies fit into a dingo.
Oh my god, Pia.
What?
8 babies fit into a dingo.
Mhm.
Well, the dingo that, got her baby, they never found the baby ever again.
No, they
Nothing.
did. They did find the bones.
They found the bones?
I think so.
When?
Okay, let me just see. What was the name of that show?
So Lindy Chamberlain is the mother of the mother of the baby.
Dingo baby bones found. That's what
Really?
yeah. Death of Azara Chamberlain. Is that
Yeah, Azara Chamberlain.
Was the dingo baby found? But a frantic search discovered nothing. Was never found in the aftermath.
It hasn't really spread yet.
I guess it says their body was never found. I thought I read somewhere that the baby was found.
No, the baby was never found, and the baby was 9 weeks old. 9 weeks old.
Oh, so only 4 of those fit in a dingo. What?
Yes, exactly. Good. Virtual slap. Thank you. Someone throw something at him in the Italian way.
What I want to do is when she sends me all this information.
Yeah, but Lord, they'll never find it. Oh, okay. That's time for me to get up. Well, kinda.
Well, I'm going to try to watercolor some of these flowers if I can.
So, just question: how are you watercoloring them? Like, what are you doing first? As in, are you?
I will be trying a couple of different things because I was watching some tutorials and some people, just go right in and do brush, and there's 3 petals right there, and then you go back later and you add little dark bits. And then there's other people that do the whole sort of silhouette in a sort of light color, and then they add to it. So I'm just going to try a couple of different ways. And what I have to do is I'm building this so that I'll just show you.
See, I'm a I draw it first, like with a fine liner.
Yeah.
and then go in, like I use watercolor pencils
Yeah.
and then go in gently, like, well, I shouldn't say gently, but not erratically with a brush, so I don't use that much water, and then slowly go through and see how the colors change. I think I sent you a photo of what I did.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so
Yep.
this is what I'm doing because
Okay.
I'm not sure whether these people are going to like the colors that they like on their computer screen, which is where they're looking at it. I'm drawing the thing in black and white, and then
Yep.
I'm adding a thing of color,
Oh,
a
that's
layer
beautiful.
a layer of color here where
Yep.
I can change the colors without having to redraw the whole fucking thing.
That's
So-
beautiful, though, Pia.
So that's what I'm doing. And what I'm doing here is my middle lady that's in charge of telling me what to do
Your broker.
is my broker, is finding that these drawings are a little clumsy and not delicate enough. And so I'm going to all a little bit bigger than I drew them there, than I painted them there. And I'm going to have a little bit more light and white areas sort of showing, just because to me, that's what how watercolor works, is to have some light areas happening in the, like this leaf here, for example, has white showing. And that adds, first, it's not heavy and ponderous on a wedding invitation. And it looks like
it's going on a wedding invitation.
the border around the lettering. So the border is going to be maybe an inch tall. There's, these things are going to be an inch high.
I hope you're getting paid well.
Well, I'm getting paid, not well enough, but I am getting paid, and it's just that another problem that I'm having with this client, or my handler, is I tell the handler, have the client print this thing out on paper, the size that it's going to be printed, so they can see.
Yeah, I was listening when you were talking to Russell, just so you know.
It's crazy that they're not doing it, but they're gonna, when it's all done, they're gonna say, why is it so small? Well, you can do the math. The piece of paper is going to be 8 inches tall. The lettering is going to be 4 by 6 inches, which isn't very big. 4 by 6 is that big, roughly.
Oh yeah, I know 4 by 6. Yep, typical photo printout.
There's going to be a border an inch wide going around the whole thing, which will have this flower. So the flower that I'm painting this big is going to be this big.
That just sounds so not nefarious, just so intricate and stupido.
Well, it's doable. It's entirely doable. It's just that they don't see it when they're looking on their computer screen, on their widescreen computer. They see the flowers as this big, and they see them very bright color, and they're going to be quite shocked when they see it small.
Yes, of course they're going to. Yeah.
So, and they're going to say, why did Pierre make it so big? Well, I'm following your directions exactly.
Exactly, and they've got unrealistic expectations by the sound of it.
Well, I have no idea. It's just my handler is not conveying a lot of this information to the client because she doesn't want to confuse the client. So the client will be surprised. Maybe. But the thing with the color, I just have a feeling that there is going to be, when they print this out, they're going to say, why does this look so Christmassy? because it's burgundy and green. You know, I told them that 3 weeks ago. But-
Yes.
So I can tweak it to be maybe more orange and green or something else.
I would do that. I'd make it a bit like the red is got like an orange undertone.
Well, I'm doing exactly what they want, because if
Okay.
I do what I want that I think is going to be better, the middleman is going to say this is not what they want. So, and then I'll have to redo it. So I'll do exactly what the middleman is telling me to do, which is what they want. And if they think later that it's too Christmassy, I'll say, well, why don't I turn it a little bit more orangey?
Well, if
But-
you send me a photo of it on Instagram or iMessage, whichever, like maybe I can draw something for you as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you. What I'm gonna do right now, today and tomorrow, is to draw a group of leafy bits and the 4 flowers they want.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just scan them in, and I'm gonna put the colors that they wanted on there, and I'm just gonna say, okay, these are the flowers you want. Tell me which ones you want.
So they want flowers in each corner and then like a wreath going to each one,
Well,
kind of.
Like I had showed you here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I apologize. Yeah.
Oh, I had done something like this originally, which is what they originally wanted, where it's just this border like that.
Yeah,
And
that's beautiful.
They thought that looked too traditional. So then they sent me, then they sent me these 2 things. So they wanted it to look more like that.
Okay.
And I said, fine, I can do that.
Yes.
Tell me the flower. But see, this, I also sent them this. This is the one drawing that I printed on all different colors of paper. Same,
Yes.
change the file at all, but you see how different they all look.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, show this to the client. Well, I don't want to get her confused. Okay, well, then she'll be surprised.
Well, maybe your broker should just, send that to them and then be like, what's your favorite out of all of them? Go, 1, 2, and 3. And, then we can narrow it down to, 1 or 2. And then, do you know what I mean?
I do, but right now they want to completely, that particular thing was not what that they want now. So I've got this new thing I'm doing, and I just have to, it's this one here. Let's see if I can, I may have, okay, let me just do this. So it's going to look something, like this. That gray thing in the middle represents where the text will go.
Yes.
So they wanted really big flowers. And the reason that there's this, and that's the green they want, and that's the burgundy they want. And, I'll get rid of the light green.
That doesn't look Christmassy at all.
I'm going to get rid of the light green behind there, but I'm not going to do that until they tell me I'm done.
Yes or no?
That's an extra hour of my time, and I don't, if they're going to change things around like they just did,
Mm-hmm.
I need to know that. But so I have eucalyptus on all of these things. In between each of these things is eucalyptus, which is what I thought they wanted. Just eucalyptus to me sounded like just eucalyptus.
That's my country's tree.
Eucalyptus, okay.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Well, anyway. Okay, you have to get up and get your.
Oh no, I don't need to get up for another half an hour.
Oh, I see. That was your half an hour alarm.
Well, yeah, so it's 8:40. I got a doctor's appointment at 9:30. It takes me 3 minutes to get there. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find a pencil where I can.
But I understand what you're trying to do, like with the invitation. It's just very particular.
But that's what happens when you deal with clients. And when a client is unable to see things unless it's completely done, you have to do the whole thing. And then when they
Mhm.
don't like it, you can say, well, okay, now pay me for what I did, which is what you asked me to do, and then we can start over.
Yes, I agree with you on that
So
100%.
what I'm trying to do is do it a little bit at a time, so they don't have to pay me for a completely new one. But the middleman doesn't like to show them something that isn't complete. So it's just, I don't have a difficulty talking to my clients when I can talk to them directly.
Mhm.
They know what they're getting from me. They understand I show them samples of what I want to do. It's not a surprise.
Yes.
Unless they don't listen to me, which oftentimes they don't, and then it is a surprise. And then they say, why does it look like this? There was another client, I did their monogram, and they wanted it to be on a folded invitation. They wanted it to be on the cover. And I said, how big do you want it? We want it to fill the cover. So I made it big, put it on the cover, and I took a picture. I made a screenshot of what the piece of paper looked like. And the whole thing was like 4 inches tall. And I printed them all up, all 150 of the invitations. Why are they so big? Well, that's because you said, here's the email. Oh, you didn't print them out? No. Well, why? I told you to print them out.
Gosh.
No, she was by far the worst client I ever had. She was just awful.
I mean, I've had some pretty bad clients as well. Like because I do the videography and photography for weddings as well.
Oh dear. Yeah.
And then I do audio as well. So I mic them up wirelessly, and then you've got brides that are like, I don't want a mic pack on my bra strap. And it's like, you can't see it. Like, we have white covering the mic pack. And she's like, I don't want to wear it. It's uncomfortable. And I'm like, well, you won't have any audio of your vows then. And
what you need is you need to have what's her name? Dominic Royale. Is that her name? No. We found this person to do we'll do your voice. Let me just find the. Okay, what am I looking for, Pierre? I'm looking for that.
yes, but like the hardest thing at the wedding is audio. Like the groom doesn't care, the officiant doesn't care, and then I have a just a normal wireless handheld mic that is for like the speeches and everything, but it's so difficult when it comes to some of the brides because they think that it's affecting their dress and how it looks, but you can't even tell because like the lav mic, so the lapel mic is literally like right near their cleavage area. And I was sick of miking up the groom and having 2 mics on him so we could get, the bride's audio, and it just sounded shit after a while.
Yeah. Just tell your bride next time that if you don't want to wear this, we'll have this person do the vows for you.
Mm-hmm.
Lines they on with this luscious Ruby Royale. This year, I'm my own Valentine. Because you know who loves me more than me? Nobody. Now, if you want to celebrate my way, leave those tired little gifts on their sad little shelves. You can't buy Valentine's Day gifts from the same place you buy toilet paper. Good God, get a grip, girl. That's why this year I'm serving you body, beauty, luxury, and all these nuts. You got ruby cacao covered almonds, cute little pistachios, and 2 kinds of sweet cranberries. Leave those other gifts behind like last season's shoes and get these nuts into your face.
How about that?
Oh my lord, what did I just watch?
Ruby Royale.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting
And
recording, so that's why I wanted to get into it.
she can lip sync the vows for the audio. You either wear this or we're going to get Ruby Royale to do it.
Thank you for your payment. Thank you for your payment. What? I didn't pay nothing. What are people taking money from me now for? What have I done now?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my phone. Like it's saying that my old internet providers that I've just paid them, but I haven't. Like, did they just take my money without me knowing it? Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Tasha. Hi. Hi. What the hell did you walk in on, Marilyn? You've walked in on a lot worse.
This is Ruby Royale was the drag queen that was advertising nuts.
Nuts. And Tasha, I don't know her, but that was funny. AF. Yes. Yeah. Hi. But yeah, brides are really difficult at weddings. Just they're awful, Pia. Awful.
I know. It's their special day.
But I did invest in a garter belt to hold the mic pack, and that really changed the game. Like the garter belt just during like the ceremony, and then some of the reception as well, because then at the reception they don't really care if the mic pack is on their bra strap.
I see.
So, but the garter belt, it's just Velcro, and it's, it's simple.
You could have it in their little bouquet.
But then it's hard to control.
I see.
Yeah, there's a lot of technical stuff that goes into it, and it's having a 6-camera setup and doing it almost all by yourself. It's really hard. Really hard. But I enjoy it. I enjoy stuff like that. But I got more CVS caliber notebook paper. Yay for you, Marilyn. You were saying.
What? I'm going to. What am I going to do? I want to work on getting a couple of these flowers done, so I need to do it without
distraction. I get it, Pia.
Distraction, because I'll be starting to scream, and Miss Marilyn will say, "What did I walk into?" So I'm going to try to do some of these leaves. I watched a really simple but perfectly good, effective way of watercoloring leaves and flowers from some very nice lady on the YouTube. And so I'm going to try to copy those as best I can, because I think that is what these people expect. And it's not very interesting, I'm afraid, but I can't do interesting all the time. So,
I understand.
So anyway, you all be good. We'll see you later. Thank you for the pictures.
Oh yeah, that's okay. It was it popped up saying how many years ago you have memories or something.
Yep.
So look at these photos. So and I was like, oh, Pierre would like to see these, because you sent me photos of when you were a baby and a kid.
Little baby, yeah.
little Pierre. So I thought I'd send these and be like, I don't know what I was, and I was just like, yeah.
Okie doke.
But anyways, you have a good day, Pierre, and day.
It's afternoon.
Yes, you have a good afternoon. I'm gonna have a good
It's almost-
morning-ish.
Okay. See ya.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.